please unmute your, I can't unmute your mic and camera. You have to do it yourself.
Oh.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So, do you have anyone that's going to be, there's Amber. Yay, Amber. Okay. That's going to be dropping in. Well, I was wondering, do I need to is somebody else going to drop in to chat with you? Because I need to change the settings for dropping in muted if they're going to come in a moment.
At this time, I don't have anyone coming in today.
Okay, so you know what I think we should do is, can we have Mary Violet? Let's have you ask her some questions and be like an interviewer.
What am I asking?
We are recording right now. Who's recording? Oh, Amber's recording. Oh, okay. That's fantastic. That's great. Let's have Mary ask you some questions or you could even ask Mary questions about her spiritual life. But I'm gonna drop off of here. I'm gonna mute my microphone, and so we can just have it be a conversation with you and Mary. And then if anybody else who drops in has any questions, that would be fine for them. Okay. Okay. I'm muting.
Hi, Mary.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Would you like me to ask questions? Do you want to ask questions? I'm fine either way.
I'm okay with being asked questions.
Okay. And this topic is like your spiritual journey. Is that correct?
So in so many words, yes. It's mainly focused on what I've gone through and my own experiences to encourage someone else to go through it as well.
Okay. And I'm sorry, one moment. Okay. So do you believe that you can kind of, if you speak positive things, that you will kind of receive positivity back? Like, do you believe that your mindset changes your outcome on life?
Absolutely. So one of the things that we're taught in the Word of God is that you shall have whatsoever you say. So when you come across something, it doesn't necessarily change the fact that you're faced with a situation, but it can change your outcome. It can change your mentality and really how you focus throughout the day. I have some personal situations right now, and a lot of times people would not understand, why do you work at 6:30 in the morning? You're gonna be here for 11 to 12 hours. You're dancing, you're smiling, you're saying hi to everyone you meet, and you don't even have coffee in your system yet. You know, how do you find these ways to do that? You should be upset, you should be sad, you should be depressed. And I said, even though I can't change my situation, I can change who I am in that situation.
Does that ever get tiring for you? Like, how do you find the motivation to do that continuously every day?
Prayer and lots of dance music. I just wish I actually lost the weight of dance music yet, but I still have the extra pounds. I'm a jokester. I don't know if Lisa's prepared you for that. But I like cracking jokes. It is every once in a while I get a low drop, because it's not going to be something to where it works 100% of the time. We're people. We have imperfections. We also have emotions that fluctuate. So most of the time I'm up here. Every once in a while I come down, but for the most of the time I keep myself very high, very motivated, positive. I don't give myself opportunity to stay stagnant or still. keep going. I keep pushing forward. I keep telling myself, you can make it. You can keep going. You can do this. I know that this feels like hell on earth. I know it's a fight. I know that my physical situation says no. My financial situation says no, but I can't give up on me.
And do you believe your faith helps you with that, or is that just your personal mindset?
Faith absolutely helps me with that. Absolutely. It's as a broad spectrum. Sometimes people believe in religion. Sometimes people have different faith-based morals. But it is something where I realize a higher power, God, for me, is absolutely it. When I can't find peace within myself, I can just start praying. When I don't see any hope, then I can go to the Word, I can go to the Bible, and I can start going to encourage me.
And when did you become faithful? Like, has this been a trend your whole life, or was it recently that you discovered your faith?
That's a great question. As a child, I grew up in the church. I grew up in a Kojic church, that's Church of God in Christ. And then when I became an adult, I strayed away from everything completely. About 6 years ago, I came back to getting in the church mindset, and, this is how religion and how standards are supposed to go. And in 2017, my life completely changed. And it was really going from a religious mindset to my faith, because without that faith and just being stuck on here are rules and guidelines, and this is what you have to do to appease God, and you have to make sure you're in this checkbox over here and over there. It was no longer about women shouldn't wear pants, red lipstick, red nail polish. It was no longer about that. It was about really having a personal relationship with God. It was about saying, hey, you're kind of jacked up, Amber. Matter of fact, you have some issues. Deal with them. Face your fears. Face your own problems. Stop blaming it on someone else. You have issues. Love you as you are, and know that you can improve if you choose to.
And do you think your church helped you realize this? Do you think that the church you attend impacts the faith you have?
Absolutely. So with my church I go to Abundant Life World Ministries, and it's like a church that is truly like no other atmosphere. We're a very small church. However, it's been an incredible experience. There's so many things that my pastors have done for me. I call them mom and dad. I don't even call them, Apostle Hines, Prophetess Hines. Those are titles for outsiders to me. Mm-hmm. So this is a place to where they have literally loved the hell out of me. When I came back into the church, I had just come from the club, from a strip club. I still had on the original dress, and I just put some jeans with it. I had been mentally just really off because I was dealing with a miscarriage that I couldn't tell anyone, because I was already the black sheep. Why just paint myself 50 more shades black? So it was something to where I dealt with so many things. I had this really bad desire to want to do all this demonistic stuff and learn all that stuff. And I had a tattoo. And I came to the church. I went up for prayer. And at this time, this had been like the 8th church I'd been to. I was just going there to this is what I know on Sundays. So she began to speak to me about my tattoo. And a lot of people thought it was the one on my arm. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you can see it.
It's a little blurry.
So,
do you want to describe that?
It's a heart with bat wings, and it's my love for bats. And because people's biases say, you know, bats are tagged to, you know, satanic rituals and stuff like that, they were assuming that that's what she was talking about. There's one I have on my leg that I can't show you, but it takes up like my full leg. And she began to talk to me about that. I said, oh my goodness, this woman doesn't know me from Steve. And then I kept coming back, and I had issues. I came there as an alcoholic. I came there dealing with sexual addictions. I had some serious problems, and they literally never changed. They never loved me less. They would never not consider my children. They would always keep encouraging me. They would keep speaking life to me.
And do you think that that's the norm for all churches, or do you believe that you just found a great church and a great community to be in?
I don't believe it's the norm for all churches. Unfortunately, not every ministry, but you see a lot of ministries that are so desperately wanting to mirror what the world does and mirror how to draw people in. And let's just accept everyone because we really want your money. Matter of fact, I'm not even worried about the money part. I just want the title of a pastor, but I don't really want to do anything about leading a flock or anything. I don't want to take on people. I just kind of want to have a position. Acknowledge me as bishop. Thank you. So there are some type of ministries that do not change their people's lives. They may care about them, but they don't really work on, I'm going to be up with you at 3 a.m. and I'm going to talk to you until you calm down. That's the situation I deal with at my church.
And how would you suggest someone who isn't faithful or doesn't have a church organization to cope with the problems in their lives?
The first thing that I would say is that I encourage you not to be alone. So many times when you're left alone, you're left to assume some things, make up your own mind about yourself. You're going to develop an extra personality in your head that will talk to you and agree with your own statements. So it's something to where letting someone in to that very small surface until you trust them to go deep, do that. Get around people who are going to stay positive and upbeat. They may never be at church. A lot of the people who see me are at work because I'm here anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day. So I'm always constantly, do you need something? I don't have to just open up a Bible and just start reading it to you. Let me be an example of joy. Let me be an example of peace. And when you go to different places, when you join organizations, when you go to different churches, find someone who is there, find joy, find peace in that place, and then continue. People, this is not necessarily an addiction, but think of it in a sense of no one was ever addicted and never went back to it. They continually, oh, I like how that feels. I'm going to go back. Hey, I like how that happened. I'm going to do that again, and then again, and then again. Make it a cycle. Make it one of the first positive cycles that you have in your life.
Do you have any personal advice or advice from personal experience that you would give to someone going through a hardship right now?
One, nothing is new under the sun. So someone's dealt with it before, and sometimes telling your story will get you someone to help you, to encourage you. So know that you're not alone, and you don't have to be if you choose not to be. The other thing that I would say is that no matter what your situation is, do not feel shame. Do not feel guilt. Do not feel stress. Do not feel worry. Do not put yourself down. Don't cut your own legs off because you feel like you can't move anywhere because they're going to look at me some type of way. I don't care if your name was dragged through the mud. If you have a felony, whatever you have, I don't care if you've gone through certain things. You can overcome. The only person that can stop you from being the best you is you. I don't care what the system says. There is a way to always rise above where you are. And even if there's some things that you cannot change that are completely outside of your control, you have your own mind to say, okay, it is what it is. I can still be happy. I can still have joy. I can still eat again. I can go back and actually sleep. I don't have to be up for days on end. I can actually, you know what, say, tonight is the night to where I don't know how to not stop drinking, but I'm going to choose to drink less until I figure it out. Tonight is the night to where I'm going to say, you know what? I'm not going to be up in here. I'm not going to be in someone else's face. Today, I'm just going to take the time to love on me. It started with $5 a week. And I took $5 a week to find something just to say that I love myself. And it would be something as small as going to Fry's and going to their clearance flowers and getting myself some mums or getting something in a bouquet. I would go to Dollar Tree, get some nail polish, and I would just paint my toes. So it would be something to where I would find different things to do just to give myself quality time with me. So it is possible. Yes, you need to be around people, but the time that you spend with yourself, it needs to be quality.
And I think you're also suggesting that start off small. Don't bite off more that you can chew. And I think that's a really important advice as well. Now, I don't
a lot of times.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. No, you're okay. A lot of times we get so consumed with seeing this whole big picture, and it's almost like getting stuck. Take it one step at a time.
Exactly. I don't see any questions on the sidebar, so I think that's a great place to end for today's discussion. It was lovely talking to you. So I think we'll end it there.
Well, I appreciate you interviewing me, and I'm glad for this conversation that we had. I'm hoping that the next time I get on, I'll be able to have one of my colleagues with me. But other than that, I hope everyone has a great day, and I encourage you to live.
You as well. Oh, I think Lisa's going to say something, so I'm going to mute.
Oh.
Okay. Hi, this is Lisa Schaefer, founder of Crowd Publish TV, and thanks Amber so much for being on our show today, and for Mary Violet for interviewing Amber. And I encourage other people who like the show to sign up, watch more shows, take a look at Crowd Publish TV's YouTube channel. This is posted on Amber's YouTube channel. So we do have more videos on Crowd Publish TV's channel. So if anybody is interested in being on either Amber's show or any other shows, send an email to info@crowdpublish.tv or visit http://crowdpublish.tv and sign up. Thanks. I assume you're stopping the live stream. Oh, hey, Glenn's here for the 12:30 show.